The final model in this bundle is the calculation of time to maximum rate. And this is the classical runaway scenario introduced by Gygax in 1988, which is based on MTSR, the maximum temperature of the synthesis reaction. And all this I had captured here in this graph. You see T0 is the time when there is expected a loss of cooling capacity. That means from that time zero, the system switches to adiabatic. Depending on the accumulation, then our desired reaction will swing up to a new temperature, and that is the MTSR. So that MTSR is linked to the adiabatic temperature rise caused by the energy accumulation. So that's linked to accumulation. And these data were traditionally generated from reaction calorimetry. However, these were only the thermodynamics, the heat data. It does not contain kinetic information. So, and for this runaway scenario, it was assumed then that that time from the loss of cooling till to reaching the MTSR level can be neglected compared to the time from MTSR onwards to the explosion. That is the time to maximum rate as a function of MTSR used by Gygax. And the links were very nicely. You can see if you have a high MTSR, that means high accumulation, that will give a short time to maximum rate. And if you have low accumulation, that gives a low MTSR, and that a correspondingly longer time to maximum rate. And as the time to maximum rate can be linked to the thermal risk, it's indirectly proportional. That means a high time to maximum rate is a low thermal risk, and a low thermal time to maximum rate is a low thermal risk, high thermal risk. That can be used for statements on process safety. So it has some value to know the time to maximum rate. DynoChem uses the real time to maximum rate from start at T0 because we know the kinetics of the desired reactions. There is no need for MTSR. You see, that is the DynoChem runaway scenario. And the difference, there are two extremes where the difference becomes aware. You see, when you have a reaction which is quite slow, maybe a low temperature reaction, then it takes quite a long time till you reach the MTSR. And therefore, the real time to maximum rate is much longer than the time to maximum rate by Gygax. That is for process safety of no concern, because you are on the same side. If the Gygax time to maximum rate says it's longer, then that's fine. However, there are situations where the reaction, the runaway scenario may be severe, it is low-lying, then on the way to MTSR, there is already a contribution of the runaway reaction to the adiabatic temperature rise. That means the time to maximum rates will be shorter than the Gygax type, and that has some implications on the thermal risk. So this is, in this case, it gives you the real risk information. However, if you are still would like to see the MTSR, you want to know from your system, because it's so helpful in discussion with colleagues or with people who are not process safety experts, then it is the same as with the accumulation. You have to manually remove the undesired runaway reaction, because you say that's something which is, I concentrate only or focus on the MTSR, on the synthesis reaction, and then you can use this model and run it again, and you will see then your reaction profile will stop at the MTSR. So that's easy to use, and you will get the full information. This model actually was designed to also support the generation of response surfaces. Usually what you will see is you will get these pictures here are from the latest time to maximum rate exercise, the part 4 of this. And what you see here is a nice drawing where you have the temperature, probably you can't read it, it's going from 20 degrees to 70 degrees. And you have the change of the feed time from 30 minutes to 3 hours. And these are the time to maximum rate. And you see it's a quite complex function. You see this blue area here is the area where the time to maximum rate is less than, in this case, 10 hours. Probably if you say, okay, 10 hours time to maximum rate for a reaction is an acceptable thermal risk, then you see the blue area is the forbidden area. So all combinations which are in the blue area have a time to maximum rate of less. That can more easily see when you generate from this plot. You can generate this two-dimensional contour plot where you now can easily see what is the allowed area. And you see there is, for a given feed time, there is an optimum in the temperature. Here it's about 40-45 degrees. So lower temperatures will have a higher risk because you see then you are in the, you need a higher feed rate to get this. But as well higher temperatures, you need a longer feed time to get the same time to maximum rate. So this procedure is in detail described in part 4 of our new QR training exercises. And you will find them in DynoChem resources. You see under training material, quick exercises. There's a long list of quick exercises. Should take, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour maximum.